The streets of Atlanta are buzzing, social media is on fire, and fans everywhere can't believe their eyes. Because what started as whispers in the shadows has exploded into one of the most shocking scandals love and hip-hop has ever seen. Yes, you heard that right. Lil Scrappy's secret wedding has just been exposed, and the fallout is nothing short of jaw-dropping. People are asking, how could Scrappy, who's been through years of messy drama, heartbreak, and public love triangle sneak often tie the knot without the world knowing? But what's even wilder is Dixon's reaction. Oh yes, Scrappy's long-time on and off love, the mother of his child, and the woman who stood by his side through some of the most chaotic moments of his career, went live. And let's just say, she did not hold back. Viewers were stunned as Erica's voice cracked between rage and tears, throwing bomb after bomb of accusations, revealing secrets nobody expected, and calling Scrappy out in ways that left fans glued to their screens. Was this a betrayal years in the making? Was Scrappy hiding double lives, juggling promises to Erica while walking down the aisle with someone else? And more importantly, who is this mystery bride that Scrappy risked it all for? Friends are whispering about betrayals, family members are divided, and fans are demanding answers. This isn't just a wedding, it's a ticking time bomb of lies, heartbreak, and secrets that could tear everything apart. So buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into the secret ceremony, the shocking revelations, and Dixon's explosive live meltdown that has everyone talking. It all began with a single blurry photo that spread across Instagram like wildfire, a shot of Lil Scrappy in what appeared to be a sleek black tuxedo, standing beside a woman in a glittering gown, their hands intertwined as if they had just exchanged vows. At first, fans brushed it off as maybe a music video shoot or a styled photo session. But within hours, whispers started surfacing that this wasn't staged at all, this was real. And Scrappy had just gotten married in total secrecy. The shock wasn't just in the wedding itself, but in the secrecy behind it. How could Scrappy, who has lived his life under the spotlight of love and hip-hop and constant public attention, pull off something this major without anyone noticing? And more importantly, why hide it? The questions hit harder when people began noticing who wasn't in that picture, because nowhere to be found was Dixon, the woman fans have always seen as his ride or die, the one who held his heart even when their relationship burned in flames. As the story unfolded, insiders started leaking details that the ceremony had been small, intimate, and held outside Atlanta at a secluded estate, away from cameras, paparazzi, and prying eyes. Scrappy's close circle apparently swore to secrecy, and only a handful of family members were allowed. But even among that tight circle, whispers began escaping. Someone spilled that the bride wasn't just anyone, she was someone Scrappy had been quietly seeing for months. A woman who supposedly represented the peace he couldn't find in his past relationships. That revelation alone struck like lightning, because if Scrappy was quietly seeing someone new, what did that mean for Dixon? Fans knew their relationship had always been rocky, but the hope of reconciliation was something that lingered in the air, especially after their co-parenting moments showed sparks of familiarity. For Erica to wake up one day and find out, not from Scrappy, not even from family, but from social media leaks, that her ex had tied the knot, it was a gut punch, and that pain spilled over in ways nobody was prepared for. When Erica went live, emotions ran high from the very first second. Her tone wasn't just angry. It was a mix of disbelief, heartbreak, and fury that carried the weight of years of history. So y'all mean to tell me this man been running around talking about loyalty, talking about family first, and he out here getting married like this, behind my back, behind everybody's back? She snapped, her voice trembling. I've been quiet, I've been respectful, I've let him do his thing, but this? Oh no, y'all not about to play me like I'm blind. Fans immediately flooded the comments, with thousands tuning in within minutes, dropping messages like, "We stan you, queen, and he played you dirty." Some even begged her to spill names, to expose who this mystery woman was. Erica didn't drop the name outright, but she hinted in ways that sent fans digging. "Don't let these pretty faces fool you," she said. "Don't let these little side chicks who smile up in your face while plotting behind closed doors fool you. I've been peeped it, but I ain't think he would take it this far." The energy online was electric. People were shocked, some heartbroken, others entertained, but no one was looking away. Scrappy himself remained silent through the chaos, which only made things worse. The more he stayed quiet, the more Liv gained power. painting the picture of a man who had betrayed not just her, but the family bond they had built. Do you know what it's like to co-parent with somebody who looks you dead in your face, tells you they care about you, tells you we gon' do this for our daughter, and then they go sneak off and marry somebody else? She cried, her voice cracking mid-sentence. The raw emotion struck fans deeply, and in that moment, it wasn't just celebrity drama, it was heartbreak, betrayal, and anger that anybody who's ever been blindsided could feel. Behind the scenes, though insiders claimed Erica's outburst wasn't just about the wedding, rumor had it that Scrappy had been making promises even up until a few weeks before, telling Erica they'd always be connected, hinting at a possible reconciliation, and even spending late nights at her place under the excuse of being there for their daughter. If those rumors were true, then the wedding wasn't just a secret, it was a betrayal of the highest order, leaving Erica not only embarrassed but humiliated in front of millions of fans who had always tied her name to Scrappy's. "It's the disrespect for me," she said during her live. "If you've grown enough to get married, be grown enough to say something. Be grown enough to admit it. Don't hide behind silence like a coward." The comments lit up with people tagging Scrappy, demanding answers. But instead of addressing it, Scrappy posted a cryptic Instagram story hours later with nothing but praying hands and the word peace. That one word sent fans spiraling. Was he confirming the marriage? Was he asking for calm? Or was he just ignoring the storm altogether? Meanwhile, pictures from the wedding began surfacing, shots of guests dressed in all white, smiles plastered across their faces, as if they were celebrating the happiest day of Scrappy's life, while half the world was left in the dark. The contrast was brutal. In one hand, a man smiling at the altar with his new bride, and on the other, Erica on Instagram Live, her mascara running, her heart shattered, her words shaking with rage. The family divide soon became clear. Sources close to Mama D, Scrappy's outspoken mother, revealed she was very much present at the wedding and fully supportive of her son's decision. This sparked even more drama because Mama D has always had a complicated relationship with Erica, and for her to stand behind Scrappy while Erica was in flames only added gasoline to the fire. "She been you," Erica shouted during her live, directly referencing Mama D. "She sat up there in my face like everything was cool, all while knowing what her son was planning. Ain't no loyalty, ain't no respect." That sent shockwaves because it wasn't just Scrappy under fire, now it was his whole family dynamic. A tangled web of alliances and betrayals that fans knew all too well. As fans pieced together more, speculation rose about whether Scrappy had rushed into this wedding out of love, or whether it was out of spite, to make a statement, or even to cover up something bigger. Some blogs claimed there were rumors of a pregnancy involved, that the mystery bride may have been expecting, forcing Scrappy to lock things down quickly before the truth got out. Others said it was all about proving a point, about finally breaking free from the cycle of drama that always pulled him back to Erica. But no matter what the motive, the fallout was undeniable. Erica's live had turned into a viral event, with clips circulating across Twitter, TikTok, and gossip blogs. Every line she dropped became a meme. Every tear became a symbol of heartbreak. And every accusation turned into speculation that kept fans hooked. But the night didn't end there. As Erica's live continued, she dropped a bombshell nobody saw coming. With her phone shaking in her hand, she scrolled through her messages and read out loud what she claimed were recent texts from Scrappy himself. Messages full of sweet words, promises of us forever, and even hints of them working things out for the future. Fans gasped in real time, their comments exploding with disbelief. If true, these texts were proof that Scrappy had been stringing Erica along even as he prepared to marry someone else. The betrayal wasn't just was calculated, and it left fans torn between anger and heartbreak. By the time Erica ended her live, she was drained, wiping her face and whispering, "Y'all pray for me, 'cause I ain't never felt pain like this." That closing line stuck with everyone who watched, echoing across social media as fans debated what would happen next. Would Scrappy finally break his silence? Would the mystery bride reveal herself? And most of all, how would this fractured family ever recover from a wedding that had left the world in chaos? The drama was just getting started, because while Erica's live exposed the pain, the behind-the-scenes fallout was already spiraling into even bigger revelations that nobody was ready for. The fallout from Erica's emotional live wasn't contained to just her fans. It spread like wildfire through Atlanta's music and entertainment scene. igniting conversations in studios, barbershops, and beauty salons across the city. Everywhere you turned, people were talking about Lil Scrappy's secret wedding and Dixon's live explosion. Blogs picked up clips within hours, with headlines screaming Dixon goes off and Scrappy caught in secret ceremony. Even radio shows chimed in, debating whether Scrappy had the right to move on in silence, or whether his decision was a cruel slap in the face to Erica and their shared history. The truth is, the silence from Scrappy was deafening, and the mystery of the bride's identity only heightened the tension. Fans felt like they were watching a reality show unfold in real time. Except this time, there were no producers pulling the strings. It was raw, unscripted chaos spilling across timelines. Meanwhile, behind closed doors, Erica wasn't calming down. Insiders claimed she was livid that Scrappy hadn't even had the decency to call her before the news broke. One friend close to her told a gossip blogger, "Erica feels like this is the ultimate betrayal. She could have handled it if Scrappy had been honest. But finding out through social media, that's humiliation, and she doesn't forgive humiliation." And humiliation, more than heartbreak, was the fuel that drove her anger. In the world of love and hip-hop, image is everything. And for Erica to look blindsided while Mama D smiled in wedding pictures, it was the kind of sting she couldn't ignore. By midweek, the story had spiraled into new territory. Erica began hinting at betrayal, not just from Scrappy but from people within her own circle. "Y'all think it's just him?" she said cryptically in another post. "Nah, some of y'all been playing both sides, smiling in my face while you running back telling him everything I do. Trust, I know." That statement alone cracked open a new layer of drama. Because now people were speculating who in Erica's friend group had turned on her. Was there a mole feeding Scrappy information? The sense of paranoia and backstabbing only added more fuel to the spectacle, as fans speculated about double crosses, secret alliances, and loyalty gone wrong. And then, the bride's name finally leaked. Blogs began dropping hints, piecing together photos, and soon enough the internet had a face to match the rumors. The bride, a woman named Tanisha, wasn't a celebrity, but she was well connected in Atlanta's nightlife scene, known for her striking beauty and close ties to a few industry insiders. She had apparently been spotted with Scrappy at low-key events over the past year, though nobody thought much of it at the time. When her name surfaced, fans pounced on her social media pages, flooding them with comments, accusations, and questions. "How you gonna marry someone else's man?" One comment read. "You ruined a family," another wrote. Tanisha responded, only once, with a simple message: "Love wins." That post, though short, went viral, drawing even more hate but also sparking a small wave of defenders who argued she didn't owe anyone an explanation. For Erica, however, that one post was like salt in an open wound. The night after Tanisha's comment, Erica went live again, this time calmer but with an edge of ice in her voice. "Love wins. Baby girl, you think this is love? Let me tell you something, love don't start in lies. Love don't start in betrayal." You sitting there smiling like you accomplished something, but all you did was inherit somebody else's mess. Her words were sharp, calculated, and filled with a new kind of venom. The kind that comes not from shock but from simmering rage. Fans hung on to every word, knowing this wasn't just about heartbreak anymore, it was about war. Mama D didn't stay quiet either. Known for her fiery personality, she jumped to Instagram with a video defending her son and his new wife. "Y'all mad, but my son grown, he don't owe nobody nothing. He found happiness, he found peace, and I stand by him 100%. Erica need to move on, 'cause this chapter is closed." That statement sent shockwaves yet again, because not only was Mama D doubling down on Scrappy's decision, but she was dismissing Erica altogether, essentially erasing her years of history with Scrappy in one cold swipe. Fans immediately chose sides. Some rallied behind Erica, flooding her with love and support, while others echoed Mama D, insisting Scrappy had the right to happiness even if it hurt people along the way. The tension boiled over into real-life drama when Erica and Mama D reportedly had a heated argument at a family gathering. According to eyewitnesses, Erica confronted Mama D about the wedding, demanding to know why she had been kept in the dark. The shouting match allegedly escalated so quickly that family members had to separate them before it turned physical. It was intense, one insider claimed. Erica was screaming about being disrespected, and Mama D was yelling back that Erica was bitter and jealous. People were crying. People were pulling them apart. It was chaos. That scene alone could have been ripped straight out of a love and hip-hop episode. and fans couldn't believe it was happening in real life. Meanwhile, Scrappy himself was caught between the firestorm. Still silent publicly, he was reportedly torn behind the scenes, caught between defending his new wife and trying not to burn bridges with Erica, the mother of his child. But silence wasn't helping, it only made him look guilty, weak, or even manipulative, depending on who you asked. Fans begged him to go live, to issue a statement, to just say something. But all they got were vague Instagram stories with words like growth and healing that only frustrated people more. Healing from what? Growth where? You out here lying and smiling. Ain't no healing in that. Erica clapped back in one of her posts, screenshotting one of Scrappy's cryptic stories and adding her own commentary. And just when people thought the drama couldn't get any worse, a rumor surfaced that blew the situation wide open. Leaked DMs allegedly between Scrappy and another woman, neither Erica nor Tanisha Big, and circulating online. Screenshots showed messages filled with flirty emojis, late-night wid texts, and even promises of linking soon. Fans lost their minds. If those messages were real, it meant Scrappy wasn't just betraying Erica, he was already stepping out on his new wife. The hypocrisy was too much for people to handle, and Twitter lit up with hashtags like #ScrappyMessy and #WeddingOfLies. Tanisha, for her part, tried to keep her composure. She posted a smiling selfie with her wedding ring prominently displayed, captioning it, "Unbothered." But the cracks were beginning to show, because insiders whispered that she was furious, behind closed doors, demanding answers from Scrappy and threatening to walk away if he didn't get control of the narrative. The fairy tale wedding was already turning into a nightmare, and the public was eating it up like prime-time television. At this point, the story had morphed from shocking to explosive, pulling in not just Scrappy, Erica, and Tanisha, but Mama, D, friends, family members, and even strangers who felt entitled to weigh in. What had started as a secret wedding had now snowballed into a circus of betrayals, accusations, and broken loyalties, and the line between reality TV drama and real-life chaos had all but disappeared. And just as Erica seemed to be regaining her composure, she dropped another revelation that sent everything spinning in a new direction. The new revelation came late on a Friday night, when Erica once again hit that go live button, her face lit only by the glow of her phone screen. Her voice low and measured in a way that instantly sent chills through her audience. She didn't waste time with pleasantries, didn't ask how anyone was doing. She dove straight in, holding up a folder of what she claimed were receipts. "Y'all keep telling me to let it go, to move on," she said calmly, her eyes narrowing. "But how am I supposed to move on when the lies just keep stacking up? When I keep finding out more and more about how deep this betrayal really goes?" She tapped the folder for emphasis. "I got proof, and I'm not keeping quiet anymore." The chat went crazy, fans begging her to show what she had, while trolls dared her to stop bluffing. Erica smirked. "Oh, I don't bluff." With that, she began scrolling through screenshots on her phone. Texts, DMs, and even voicemails allegedly from Scrappy himself spanning months. They showed late-night confessions of missing Erica, promises of rekindling what they once had, and even mentions of planning trips together as a family. "This man was in my bed 3 weeks before he walked down that aisle," Erica snapped, her voice rising with each word. 3 weeks. Telling me we gone, get it right this time. Kissing me, hugging me, being all up in my face, and then he go marry someone else like I don't exist. Nah, y'all not gonna play me like that." The receipts were damning, or at least appeared to be, and within minutes, clips of her live were circulating everywhere. Fans were torn. Some believed every word, pointing to Scrappy's history of messy relationships as proof he was capable of it. Others accused Erica of fabricating the evidence out of hurt and humiliation. But regardless of who believed what, one fact was undeniable. The story had now entered a new, explosive phase. It was no longer just about a secret wedding, it was about a man allegedly living double lives, stringing along his ex while publicly committing to someone new, and maybe even entertaining other women on the side. The betrayal felt bigger than just Erica. It felt symbolic of every fan who had ever been played, lied to, or blindsided. That's why the comments poured in like wildfire. "Girl, we believe you. Expose him. Scrappy done messed with the wrong one." The fallout was immediate. Within hours of Erica's live, Tanisha deleted several of her social media posts, fueling speculation that the marriage was already crumbling. A source close to her allegedly told a gossip outlet that she felt embarrassed and blindsided herself. She thought she was stepping into a forever love, but instead she walked straight into chaos, the source claimed. Meanwhile, Mama D doubled down on her defense of her son, posting a cryptic message. People love to drag a man when he's trying to move forward. Y'all can't stop God's plan. That post only added fuel to the fire, with fans accusing Mama D of enabling Scrappy's behavior and dismissing Erica's pain. But the real twist came when Scrappy himself finally broke his silence, not with a live, not with a video, but with a lengthy Instagram caption under a black and white photo of himself looking contemplative. Sometimes, the path to peace is messy, he wrote. I didn't mean to hurt nobody, but I had to do what was right for me. I've been through a lot, and I made a choice for my happiness. To everyone hurt in the process, I apologize, but I can't keep living in the past. It's time to move forward. The post racked up thousands of likes and comments, but it didn't bring closure, it brought more fury. Erica immediately clapped back, reposting his caption with her own commentary. Messy. You call lies and betrayal messy? Nah, that's straight up disrespect. Own what you did. Fans were quick to take sides, with some praising Scrappy for finally speaking up, while others accused him of being vague and dismissive. Things escalated further when Erica revealed that her daughter had been dragged into the mess. In another live, her tone shifted from rage to heartbreak. Do you know what it's like to see your child cry because they saw their daddy in pictures with another woman? Smiling, acting like she don't exist, she said, tears rolling down her cheeks. Do you know what that does to a little girl's heart? Y'all think this is just about me. No, this is about my baby. She deserves better than this circus. That moment struck fans deeply, reminding everyone that behind the gossip and drama, there was a child caught in the middle of the chaos. As if that wasn't enough, a shocking twist arrived, courtesy of a leaked audio recording. A blog claimed to have obtained a phone call between Scrappy and a close friend, where Scrappy allegedly admitted he had rushed into the marriage to prove a point and get out of the Erica cycle. In the audio, the man identified as Scrappy said, "Man, I had to do it, bro. If I ain't cut it off, I would have kept going back to her." This was the only way to move forward. Fans exploded with reactions. If true, it meant Scrappy's marriage wasn't about love at all, but about running away from Erica. That revelation reframed everything, painting the wedding not as a fairy tale but as an escape hatch from a relationship he couldn't fully sever. Tanisha, now the supposed love of his life, looked increasingly like collateral damage. Her silence spoke volumes, and gossip outlets reported that she had moved out of Scrappy's house temporarily to clear her head. The perfect wedding glow had worn off in record time, replaced by whispers of annulments, separations, and broken trust. Meanwhile, Erica's confidence seemed to grow with each new twist. She began posting glamorous photos of herself, captions dripping with lines like the glow after letting go of trash, and when God removes, he replaces. Fans flooded her comments with support, crowning her the real winner in the mess. Still, the drama refused to die down. Just when people thought the dust might settle, another woman stepped into the spotlight, claiming she too had been involved with Scrappy off and on even while he was preparing to marry Tanisha. She posted alleged DMIs of Scrappy telling her she was special and always gonna be my number one. The internet erupted once again, dubbing Scrappy the community husband, and memes circulated non-stop. The narrative had officially spiraled out of control. Scrappy wasn't just battling Erica's wrath. He was facing a full-on storm of women, receipts, and accusations that threatened to overshadow his entire career. What made it even juicier was the way the love and hip-hop producers began circling the chaos. Rumors started spreading that cameras were already rolling, trying to capture the fallout for the next season. If true, that meant this real-life mess was about to become prime entertainment, with fans eager to see every confrontation, every tear, every explosive sit-down play out on their screens. Erica herself hinted at it when a fan asked in her live if she'd return to the show. She smiled coyly and said, "Stay tuned. You never know what I got up my sleeve." That one line sent fans into a frenzy, convinced that the drama was far from over. But the biggest cliffhanger of all came at the very end of Erica's Friday Night Live. As she prepared to sign off, she leaned closer to the camera, her eyes cold and determined. "Y'all think I'm hurt now?" she said. "Wait till I drop what I got next. This wedding was just the beginning. The truth, the truth is uglier than y'all think." She ended the live abruptly, leaving her audience screaming in the comments, desperate to know what bombshell she was holding back. And with that, the drama hung in the air like a storm cloud, everyone waiting, watching, and wondering what Erica's next move would be, and how Scrappy and his brand new marriage could possibly survive the next wave of revelations. By the time Saturday rolled around, the city of Atlanta was buzzing like it hadn't in years. From barbershops to beauty salons, from neighborhood cookouts to upscale lounges, everyone was talking about one thing: Erica's promise to drop the next bombshell. People were glued to their phones, refreshing her Instagram and Twitter every few minutes, waiting for the ugly truth she hinted at. Gossip pages were running countdowns, headlines blaring Erica Dixon ready to end Scrappy's fairy tale and the truth behind the secret wedding coming soon. Fans were living for it, calling it the Super Bowl of drama. Even celebrities were chiming in: singers, reality stars, and influencers weighing in on who they believed and who they didn't. And then, late that evening, Erica delivered. She posted a 10-minute pre-recorded video, not a live this time, but a polished sit-down where she looked straight into the camera with an unshakable calm. Dressed in a sleek black top, with her hair pulled back, she looked less like a scorned ex and more like a prosecutor to present her case. "This ain't about clout. This ain't about revenge. This is about the truth," she began, her voice steady. "People keep telling me to move on, but how can I move on when my name is being dragged and my daughter is caught in the middle? So I'ma lay it all out. No more games." What followed was a jaw-dropping series of revelations that left fans speechless. Erica claimed she had bank records showing Scrappy was financially supporting her behind Tanasha's back, paying bills, sending money for family expenses, and even funding a vacation for Erica and their daughter just months before the wedding. She showed blurred screenshots of deposits labeled "Love you always" and "For our fam." "Tell me again this man wasn't living two lives," she said, raising an eyebrow. Fans couldn't believe their eyes. But the most shocking moment came halfway through the video, when Erica dropped the alleged ultimate betrayal. "You want to know the real reason he rushed into this wedding?" she asked, leaning forward. "It wasn't love. It wasn't even about moving on. It was about a secret he didn't want y'all to find out, one that was about to come out. Anyway." She paused for dramatic effect before pulling out what looked like a stack of legal papers. This man was facing a paternity suit, another woman claiming he her baby's daddy. And instead of standing up and dealing with it, he thought marrying somebody else would clean up his image. But guess what? Paperwork don't lie. She waved the papers for the camera, her expression grim. That revelation detonated like a bomb. Within minutes, #ScrappyBabyScandal was trending. Blogs scrambled to confirm the allegations, digging into court records, reaching out to possible women connected to Scrappy. Fans went wild. Was this the real reason for the secret wedding? Had Scrappy really tried to bury one scandal with another? And if true, what did that mean for his brand new wife? Tanasha's silence became deafening. Rumors swirled that she had packed up and left the house for good, while a family friend allegedly claimed she was rethinking everything and felt blindsided by the storm she walked into. Mama D, never one to stay quiet, posted yet another cryptic message. "The devil, busy, but God gon' handle it." That post only made things worse, with thousands of fans flooding her comments, accusing her of deflecting and refusing to hold her son accountable. Meanwhile, Scrappy finally responded again, this time in a shaky live video that showed him pacing around what looked like his studio. "Y'all really believe anything somebody throw out there," he said, visibly stressed. "All this talk about paternity suits and double lives, man, come on. Stop letting folks feed y'all lies just 'cause they hurt. Yeah, I made mistakes. Yeah, I hurt people, but don't sit here and try to destroy me with fake papers and fake receipts." That's low, but fans weren't buying it. The comments were brutal. "If it's fake, show the proof. We believe Erica. You out here embarrassing your wife already." Things only got messier when another woman, another forward, claiming she too had been with Scrappy during his so-called engagement period. She posted pictures of herself in what appeared to be Scrappy's car and even shared voicemails of him sweet-talking her late at night. The internet nearly broke. Memes flew across Twitter, labeling him Scrappy Claus cause he handing out relationships to everybody and the community groom. Even mainstream media outlets began picking up the story, framing it as a lesson in modern celebrity scandal. Through all of this, Erica's confidence only grew. She began engaging more with fans, laughing at the memes, reposting supportive comments, and even shading Tanasha with sly remarks. "Imagine marrying a man everybody else already had," she wrote in one Instagram story. Fans ate it up, declaring Erica the queen of petty and praising her for refusing to stay silent. But underneath the laughs and the mess, there was a serious undercurrent. Erica kept bringing the conversation back to her daughter, emphasizing how damaging it was to have her father's name dragged through such chaos. "At the end of the day, this is my child's daddy," she said in one live, her tone softening. "No matter what he done to me, I can't erase that. But what I can do is stand up for myself, for my child, and make sure the truth is out there. He can lie all day, but my daughter gone, no, her mama never backed down." That vulnerability struck fans, making them rally around her even more. By now, the family was completely divided. Mama D was publicly defending her son. Erica was on the offensive, dropping bomb after bomb. Tanisha was silent, fueling speculation of an annulment, and Scrappy. He looked more and more cornered with each passing day. His career hanging in the balance as fans debated whether to cancel him altogether or chalk it up to classic Scrappy behavior. And just when it seemed like the story couldn't get any bigger, Erica ended her final video with a line that guaranteed the saga wasn't over. Sitting back in her chair, she smiled faintly and said, "Y'all keep asking me if I'm done." "Done? Oh no, baby, I'm just getting started. Stay tuned." She winked at the camera, leaving millions of viewers on the edge of their seats, wondering what her next move would be. The fallout was catastrophic, but captivating. Fans couldn't look away, the industry couldn't stop talking, and the family couldn't find peace. Lil Scrappy's secret wedding, meant to be a private moment of love, had spiraled into a national scandal of betrayal, accusations, and unrelenting drama. The fairy tale had turned into a nightmare and the whole world was watching. And there, you have it, the whirlwind, the heartbreak, and the jaw-dropping chaos behind Lil Scrappy's so-called fairy tale wedding. What started as whispers of a secret ceremony exploded into a full-blown scandal of betrayal, receipts, paternity rumors, and family feuds that left Atlanta and the entire internet shaken. Erica Dixon's fiery exposes, the tears, the bombshell documents, and those late-night lives lit the match. And now the blaze has spread so far that no one knows how it's going to end. Fans are still reeling from every twist. From the alleged double life Scrappy was leading to the possibility that his marriage to Tanisha might already be crumbling under the pressure. And the questions hanging in the air are heavier than ever. Is Scrappy really guilty of everything Erica has claimed, or has this become a spectacle of hurt and revenge? Will Tanisha stand by her new husband, or will she cut her losses and walk away before more secrets drop? And most importantly, what happens to the little girl at the center of it all, the daughter who's watching her parents' drama unfold across social media, tabloids, and TV screens? This isn't just entertainment anymore. It's a human story of loyalty, betrayal, and the cost of public love. But one thing is for sure, the family is divided, the fans are divided, and the future of this marriage and Scrappy's career is hanging by a thread. And you, watching right now, are part of this conversation. So we want to know, where do you stand? Do you believe Erica's receipts? Or do you think Scrappy is the victim of exaggeration? Should Tanisha fight for her marriage, or pack it up and leave before it gets worse? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now, because this story is far from over. And if you love staying on top of the biggest drama, the juiciest scandals, and the most shocking celebrity twists, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single update. Because in this saga, trust me, the next chapter is coming sooner than you think.